I am wide awake. I hear my past trauma. I didn't masterly. I maneuvered out the matrix to the 5D. Fiery darts being thrown at me. No time for sleep. I got lots to see. Digging.
Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Dedrina Valor. I want to discuss just a little bit about toxic parenting, releasing attachment or releasing negative attachment to your children. Many of us, I say most of us, we have such a negative attachment to our children. But we see those things as like you're in your head, you're being a good mother, you're being a good parent, you care for your children deeply. I'm only doing what's best for them. But we really have no idea how toxic the relationship is that we have with our children. A lot of relationships are more like a slave and a master type relationships. I tell you what to do and you do it. Don't ask me no questions, no back talk. Slave. Well, the Bible say that a child is to be obedient to their parent. But then on the other end of that, we teach our children to speak up for themselves. Take up for themselves. To know how to defend themselves. To speak up when you need to. We have become, instead of training up our children, meaning giving them the best, teaching them the best way that we know how. And as they get of age, we begin to relinquish more and more of our hold or more and more of our discipline. We begin to relinquish those things because that said child is becoming of age to where they will more and more make their own choices and decisions. That life begins to be on them. But it's that point when we are to let go of more and more of our rights of our child is when we begin to hold on more and more. I say that and I say scariest, but the scariest time for a parent with a child is when that child begins to reach adult age. They say you are an adult when you reach 18. You're definitely adult. You can buy alcohol and all when you're 21. So those are the ages there for me that becomes very tricky because it's like they say that you're an adult, but I know you're my child and you don't know what's going on out here. So, you start to, instead of letting go of the hold, we hold on more because it's like, oh my goodness, they older, but I know life out there is going to get them. So that's where we begin. That's where we should begin to have faith in our teaching. That's when we fall back onto our training that we've been giving them for approximately 18, 19 years. Correct? But when you begin to you begin to be confronted with probably your lack thereof of discipline and training. You know that there was a lack there. So yeah, you lack the faith in like, oh, they're gonna find their way. They're like, oh, this child don't know nothing, because in your head you realize that you really ain't taught them nothing. But even when you feel like you haven't taught them nothing, 18, 19, 20, 21, it's time to relinquish. It's time to relinquish your rights, your hold. Okay? First, remembering that said individual is God's child, God's creation. So you were used as a vehicle. You were used as the transporter of getting that person here. Yeah. You were used, you were utilized for that, you know. You were set to be that person's mother. Yeah. But at the end of the day, that child, you have no ownership over that child. That child belongs to God. That God's child. That's whether you believe in a God or not. It's God's child. Yeah, you and some said man, or you man and some said woman, created this being with your DNA and all. But you have no ownership over your children. We have no ownership over our children. Again, slave and master type mentalities, type relationship. When we begin to think, oh, I created you, you mine. No, not really. You were only used as a vehicle to get that said child here to their destination through their journey. Now 18, 19, 20, they will begin to make their own choices and decisions, develop their own journey. They're going on to their own journey of life. And the more we try to hold on, I'm telling you, the more that child is going to resist and buck against everything that you're saying, everything that you have said, everything that you have instilled in them. So you're going to have some type of faith. Yeah. Many of us have are enablers to our children. We enable them as much as that's not what they desire. We only want what's best for them. But you don't realize that way of being with them is only enabling them to keep doing what they're doing, or keep doing what they're not doing. And it's okay. It's okay for everyone to raise their children different. You know, everybody have different intentions for their children. That's okay. That's okay, I guess. Yeah, everyone have different intentions for their said child. Mothers, when it comes to mothers with their sons, in our head, it's enabling, it's babying them, it's doing everything for them, it's making sure they have whatever they ask you for, you want to give it to them. But that's not life. The person that has always gotten whatever it is they ask for, you give it to them, and now they get out here in life, and life is telling them, no, you don't get everything you ask for. That's gonna be a very it's gonna be a very wild awakening there. That's gonna be kind of hard for a child 19 years old to accept. That's when they begin to have issues with rejection, issues with being told no, because they weren't raised like that. That child wasn't raised to hear no. Yeah, so we as adults, as grown, we as parents, we don't realize how needed, how positive the word no is for a child, for individuals, for people in general. No. Being able to verbalize and say no is a part of discipline. It's a part of training your child up. Knowing in what areas at what points to what do I say no to. So you as the parent knowing when it's a time to say no and saying it. No. But you're the mom and you're a yes mom. My kids get whatever they ask for. And in your head, you feel like that is, and you genuinely feel like in your head that is good parenting, that's healthy parenting, and that's what you want for your children. A lot of times we're doing to our children what was done to us, or sometimes what we're doing and giving to our kids is what we feel like we lacked. So you grew up in a household, you never got what you wanted. You never got nothing. You didn't, probably because you probably got 2 or 3 kids, but you was raised in a household, you had about 6, 7 siblings. So the children didn't get a lot. Maybe everything kind of stuff was, we used to pass things down from sibling to sibling, from the oldest on down as they grew into it. So you're not really used to getting things, especially not extra gifts and things, especially not for holidays and birthdays. You didn't really celebrate that because, you weren't raised in a household that could even afford those type of luxuries, right? So now, here you are. You're a parent now. And now your programming has told you everything your children ask for, tell them yes. Don't ever tell them no. Instead of finding a healthy balance. Everything must have balance. Must find balance in it. Not too much of anything. Not too many yeses. Not too many no's. A healthy balance. And if anybody say that parenting is easy, they're not parenting correctly. So being able, as a parent, I'm talking to parents, being able to evaluate self. Being conscious of your relationship with, I say with your children, but with each said child, because even when you have different children, you have more than one, so you're dealing with different types of energy and personalities. So now you're having to learn each child. So I know some people treat all their kids the same. I was raised in a household when one person do something wrong or bad and they got a whooping, everybody got one. That's the kind of household I was raised in. I'm sure there's a lot of us raised in a household like that. So now that's what we do. One child do something disobedient, out of order, something they was asked not to do, something wrong. Everybody get the hurting for it. So now that might render into the mind of a child, I may as well do wrong. I may as well not be obedient. I may as well, because Jimmy gonna do whatever he do. Y'all know how Jimmy is, and I'm gonna get in trouble too anyway. So I may as well do it too. The mind of a child. And actually, children are a lot smarter and intelligent than we might give them credit for, because of the numbers, because of their age, because of that number. They're very smart. And they have a way of making fools out of us. But all they're really doing is reflecting back to us what we are giving them. How we're treating them, they're reflecting it back to us. As a parent, when it comes to other relationships, especially romantic relationship that your children see you in, whether it be their father, you're still with their father, you and the father are married, y'all in a marriage, or you are a single mother and or you're out here dating, you have a boyfriend, you have a girlfriend. These children seeing you in these other relationships. Oh, they're watching. Oh, they're watching. And let me tell you one reason why a lot of relationships won't work. It won't work. Because your first priority, you have 3 children. all under the age of 18. These are young children. Should be your priority. No, if you have young children, am I insinuating as if you can't date, that you can't have a life? Oh no. Oh no, I dare not insinuate that. But I am saying that your young children are a priority. And the type of love, time, attention that you give to those children should outweigh time and attention you give anywhere else. Oftentimes we get into relationships and our time and our priority, our focus comes onto our relationship. So you already throwing off the balance because, again, your priority should be your children. So if you're not able to prioritize children still after a relationship, if you have not found someone that's able to understand that, hey, I have young children and my young children are my priority, I prioritize them, and you're in a relationship with someone that doesn't understand that doesn't know how to work with that, doesn't know how to even help you with that prioritization, it'll never work. You want love in your life? You got it. The love of those children. That's your love. That's your love. Those children are your love. Love them. Love them. Why you can't find the love of your life? Because you have these three young children. I'm not talking about young adults. I'm not talking about adult children. I'm talking about young children. They're the love of your lives. Love them. How you wish that a man would come along and love you? Love on them children. Why would God send you a significant other to love you, to love on you, to be there for you, to be your companion, and you're lacking the companionship, the love, the concern for your own children? Toxic parenting. You want to show God, you want to show the universe, you want to put the energy into the air that you're ready, you're prepared, that you would love for someone to come in and be your partner, be your husband, be your wife. Like, ooh, I want me a gal. Okay, this would be so good for a lot of men because, which things have changed over the years because a lot of men are the primary custodian of a lot of children. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. A lot of men take care of their own children. It's the mom that is the what they call that, parenting. The roles have been reversed. And I probably have to do another video on that. But the roles have been reversed. Men need to see the roles that the women play. And the woman need to see the role that the man play. When the woman is the primary custodian of the child, and how women oftentimes use those children as pawns. So now you're on the other end of it. Now the man has the child mainly, and they get to call the shots on what this child finna do every day, when this child finna see you. You're exchanging roles, role reversal. You're able to see life in the man of most men. The men are able to see the role in the shoes of most women. When they're the primary custodian of a child, of children, then it takes up all their time. They have to dedicate all their time and everything to these children. You're not able to just really have no life. You got to go to work. You got to come back and take care of those kids. Now fathers are able to see that. We've changed roles. And so that we all could want to have compassion for one another. For the man to now, okay, man, now I see what women go through. Me now, somehow I have become the main parent of my children, and now I see what women go through. Women on the other side, I don't know how he got all my kids from me. Things just got a little rough, and the dad got the kids. He is a good father though. But now I'm able to see I'm in the shoes, and I'm able to see the side of a man, and we're able to have compassion for one another. And roles have been reversed. And if you can see where we're going with this, things are balancing themselves back out, putting us back into healthy homes with well-functioning parents and adults that love each other so that they can love on their children. No more broken homes that started years ago. Seeing the need for one another. The man seeing that need for that partner in the house. The woman seeing the need for that man in the house. If you see where we're going with this. So just being a little more conscious about the way that you're parenting your child. Being able to discipline each child as they need as an individual. Yes. I say the word punishment, but allowing a child to know that they have responsibilities. That could be at 5 years old. At 5 years old, your responsibility is to a 5-year-old. You get up for school, a 5-year-old know how to put their clothes on. Most of them. They know how to try. You might have to help them kind of, straighten them on out a little bit. Okay, don't turn the shirt that way, turn it that way. That's a responsibility as a 5-year-old. Go get your book bag, put your things in your book bag. You're teaching them responsibility. So you won't do everything for even that 5-year-old. You're not going to do everything for them. I got your book bag, I'll get this, I'll get your coat, put your coat on, let me zip it up. You're not going to do everything for that child. Some things that might be, he don't know how to zip his coat. Let's try and see. Let's get him started so that when 6 years old come, he is able to zip up his own coat. Don't do everything for your child. Because and I know that in your head, you're like, I'm just helping them. But in the long run, if you see where you're going, it's not helping them. You're enabling them. You're making them what I would call an invalid. So now as a 19-year-old, they still don't know how to do very much. Their growth has been stunted because mommy did everything for me. So they start at what age? 12 maybe? 10, some of them? Take the garbage outside. You dump the garbage. Have you took the trash out? The girls, if you clean your bedroom, make sure that bedroom is clean. Come pick this floor up in the living room. Responsibility. Chores. They have no responsibilities, no chores, and come Friday. Mama, can I go with blah, blah to the... Yeah, you can go. Can I have some money? Yeah. So as they get older, it will start to render in their mind that you're going to get what you want and there's nothing for you to give. So now you have a child that's a taker. They like to just get what they want. But you blame them? You can't really blame them because that's how they were raised. And it's not saying that I'm blaming you as a parent because 9 out of 10, that's how you was raised. But I'm saying we could become more awakened, conscious living, meaning we know what we're doing. We're not just doing it because it was done to us, but we know what we're doing. We're present in every step. So a child that thinks that when school get out on Friday that they're going to go to little Susie's house, that child already knows I better clean my room because I know that's my responsibility. I know my mama's not going to let me go and do nothing until I take care of my responsibility. So now they'll grow up 19, 20, 21, knowing that nothing is just going to be given to them. that it's something for me to give. It's something for me to do, especially to our men child, our boy child, our male child. They must be taught to be givers. Why I say especially the men? Because when it comes to the feminine energy, that's an energy that the feminine traits pretty much already carry. We want to help, we want to give. So that's something that the male child must be taught a little more, because it's not really a giving energy within the masculine thing to be givers. Helping our children, helping our men child as well to express, to talk, asking them, how you doing today? How are you feeling? How was school? To getting them to communicate and to talk. Again, a lot of men child and male children are not very open communicators. Yeah, maybe you have a male child like, no, my child talks. Yeah, they talk, but they won't talk very much about their self or the way they're feeling or something that happened to them, because they begin to see it as insignificant and not very important. I know we're all doing the best that we can. But what we're going to do in 2023, we're going to do better. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to challenge us to do better. And with my doing better, you don't know what my doing better is? Beginning 2023. I mean, I've already started it. But for 2023, I am relinquishing more of my hold, my attachment to my children. I trust that my training, that the training that they receive throughout their 18, 19, 20 years of life, that they're gonna do pretty good. They're gonna be all right. Yeah. And that is expecting mistakes. Oh, I expect it. I expect my children to make mistakes, make stupid decisions. I expect it. They're going to, for sure. For sure. I'm going to encourage them to make their own decisions, to do what they think they want to do, what they think they want to do. Go ahead. And you want to know what that does? It opens it up more. I'm talking for myself personally, because I only have one minor child who is soon to be 17 years old. I have no little babies. So me relinquishing that attachment is opening me up to the new journey that I'm going into. But as long as I continue to have that hold and to try to hold on more and more, all they're doing is just holding me up on my new journey. I'm still behaving as if I have children that are 5, 6, and 7 years old, and I have to keep a close eye on them, when it's not true. Yes, so I'm so grateful, and I thank God for such a time as this. All right. Thank you, Lord God, just for this video. For anyone that has come to view the video, I pray that something that I said was beneficial and helpful for such a time as now. Okay? I ask that the Lord watch over all of your children, from the youngest to the oldest. Yes, I am so grateful and so thankful for the angels that are protecting over all of our children, even right now. Touch their minds, that they do make the best choices for themselves. Help us as parents to relinquish that hold, and that it's gonna be okay. Even if things go wrong, it's gonna be okay. And I cannot leave you guys without sending you guys love and light.